Hi everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video here to show you how to read an MLS listing. So if you were to say receive a listing from a realtor, this is what you're going to get, and this is how you can sort of interpret the information on the listing. So for example, we'll start with this property here. This property is located at 451 the West Mall, unit number 719. The price is located right here. This is the current status of the property, showing that it is for sale. This could be updated to say that it had sold, and there would be a sold price as well. This is more regarding the property address, the Treb district where the property is located, as well as the community. An SBIS is a form that was used back in the day, which basically allowed sellers to disclose certain information about the property. Very rarely do people use them, but for some reason this one has been checked off as saying that there is an SBIS available. Then the next form you're going to be looking at is the property taxes for the year. Keep in mind that just because property taxes were low prior doesn't mean that they're going to stay the same after the property is purchased. And then the next most important one here is the days on market. This just shows how long the property has been on the market. After that, we see that it's a condo apartment. The type is apartment. Sorry, that just opened some pictures there. This is the condominium corporation number, the unit number, how many rooms are in the condo, how many bedrooms, so 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms. If there were a locker, this information would be filled out here. And then the level of the unit itself is level 7. So unit 719 means it's on the 7th floor. If we come down a bit, we'll see property management companies located here. The closest major intersection is Burnham Thorpe and West Mall. The MLS number. Is there a status certificate available? This one has yes, checked off. And then when the sellers are ideally looking to sell this place. So this one says 30 days to immediate, which means they're looking to move it as quickly as possible. If we come down to this section here, we will see that this covers how many kitchens are in the property, if there's a family room or not. A lot of this information is more relevant on a house. Basement, obviously I know condo is going to have a basement, your fireplace or stove. What is the heating type? And so this one says it's water, which means it's going to be radiant heating, and the approximate square footage of the condo is 1,200 to 1,400 square feet. Where they came up with this information is the source, which is MPAC, which is the Municipal Property Assessment Corporation, who basically looks after the property taxes, and the exposure of the unit means which way is it facing. So in this particular unit, it's facing southeast. So if it were near the lake, you would get the water view. Special designation is almost always set to unknown. The only time that would change if it were a heritage property, and if there were any physical handicap equipment for the unit, they might be noted in here. The next section is pets permitted. There's only 2 choices for this. It's either no or restricted. Certain buildings have certain rules, so they just keep it safe by putting restricted so that someone doesn't move in and find out that their pet's not allowed. Locker type is en suite, so it's not a separate storage area. And then of course one of the biggest things that everyone wants to know is how much are the maintenance fees on this unit. So in this particular case they are $771 per month. The AC is a window unit, so it's not central air. It's probably powered by the electricity bill. Central vac, there is none. UFI is a form of insulation that was commonly used back in probably the early 90s, 80s, so very rarely is this an issue in condos. Elevators and lift, so there is an elevator in the building. And then this next little area is going to cover what your maintenance fees include. So taxes, meaning the property taxes are not included. The heat is included for this particular unit. Cable TV is also included on this unit. So the Y indicates yes, N indicates no. Your building insurance is included. Your common elements are included. And then also your water is included, your hydro is included. Hydro meaning electricity. Some people, if you're moving from another country, might deem hydro the same as water, so this is where it gets a little bit confusing, but in Toronto, for the purposes of an MLS listing, hydro is your electricity. CAC is your central air conditioning, so because it has a window unit, this one says no. And your parking is included in that maintenance fee. Some buildings, they may have an additional charge for parking, but this one's wrapped into this $771 per month. The following is, there's a few different green certifications, but this wouldn't apply to a building of this age. Then the balcony type, you've got open. Sometimes you might see a JLTE, which is a Juliet balcony. Other times it might be a terrace, or sometimes it might just say none. Is the laundry en suite? No, it's not. So this one has a laundry room basically on the main level of the building. Next is exterior of the building. This just says what is the building made out of. This one is brick. Then you're going to look at how many garage parking spaces there are. So this one has one. The parking type is owned, and there are 1 spaces total. This will give you the parking level and unit number. So parking space number is 140. Here you will see some of the room descriptions, which for most properties will just have your dimensions of the rooms along with a few different descriptions. So for example, laminate flooring, walk out to the balcony, modern kitchen, mirrored walls. There's a few different things that can show up in there. Then you'll see your client remarks, which are just basically some information about the unit to try and lure in buyers. And then extras is typically where they fill in which appliances are included. So for example, on this one, all new stainless steel fridge, stove, dishwasher, and stainless steel microwave. All your light fixtures and your window coverings are included. So that just gives you a little bit more information. Sometimes you'll see attachments. So for example, on this one, it looks like they've attached floor plans, which if you open up, you can see the floor plans for that unit if you click those links. So always check at the top if there are any added links. And then this one also has a virtual tour link, which basically is either a collection of pictures or sometimes a video. So on this one, it looks like it's just going to load a few different pictures. It's more like a slideshow. But in some places, they'll even go more in depth and you'll have 3D virtual tours, which is something I typically do for my clients, as well as just like a video on the area and some neighborhood shots as well. So on the MLS system, you're only limited to 20 pictures, so it just allows you to show a little bit more about that property. So I hope that sort of gives you a general idea of how to read the MLS listing. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. My name is Rowlands. I'm with TorontoCondos.org, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.